I don't know about you, but I have heard repeatedly that the big, beautiful bill is going to be helping the rich and the business owners. But frankly, other than bonus depreciation or whatever that's called, I don't really know what else might be coming. So I thought we'd talk about this with Bo Eckstein, the concierge to small business lending, and figure out how the big, beautiful bill can make us all rich. Bo, what do you got?
Yeah, most of the bill I don't agree with, but for small business owners, we need to pay attention because, so they have 100% bonus depreciation back on the table, and that would be retroactive as of January 1st.
I think actually it's going to be technically it's January 20th or January 19th, something like that. It's inauguration day is what they're tying it to.
Okay, well, that's I think one of the biggest things for investors. Period. Like that is what I really love.
But let's give some for examples because this is something I've been thinking about, knowing that this is coming down the pipe. Obviously, in the world of social media, we heard about Grant Cardone buying an airplane. Meet Kevin buying airplanes. That I think will qualify once again. We've heard a lot about, I think it's Section 179 in 6,000-pound vehicles, i.e. big SUVs being prodded around. But also it sounds like it's capital equipment and R&D and all of these other things. And I think there's even something in there about manufacturing, right? If you're going to go in there and you're going to build manufacturing facilities, there's a potential to take it all year one, which is some amazing stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of things out there. I worked with a cost segregation company and they did all these other tax credits. Pay attention to that. There's always these really amazing programs if you're paying attention. But yeah, let's just take small business owner that owns an HVAC company and he or she buys $50,000 worth of vans and tools. They can deduct that full $50,000 that year if this comes back into play, right? So that's huge. Yep. That is absolutely huge. So you make $100,000 and you have 50,000 of write-offs off the bat. You're paying tax on 50,000 as opposed to 100,000.
Well, it's even better than that, right? I mean, because again, let's just tell people what's really going on. Historically speaking, you would take a car and you would depreciate over some timeline. Let's call it 7 years or whatever it is. But here's the deal: if you're going to borrow, let's even say you're borrowing $500,000 to buy these vehicles, you're not going to be able to write down just the equity. You could write down the whole $500,000, right? Let's just say you put in $100,000 and you bought $500,000 worth of vehicles. You're writing off the 500, not the 100.
Exactly. So most people leverage.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
They go finance it 100%. That has nothing to do with being able to take the depreciation, from my understanding. So that's like huge news. I mean, that's going to really help small business owners if you're paying attention, if you understand these things. And then also the other big tickets that I saw that were going to be extremely useful, lower income tax rates. Restores lower tax brackets that were set to expire with Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Example, a married couple earning $100,000 would save approximately $2,200 in federal taxes. Increased standard deduction, enhanced qualified business income from 20% to 23%. And then, of course, the 100% bonus depreciation. So like the bottom line is the bill could substantially reduce your taxes for small business owners, incentivize growth, and help everyday entrepreneurs keep more of what they earn, fueling economic momentum on the main street.
Yeah. And again, I think one of the things we just have to realize is the tax code, it's a reward system, not a penalty system. I know most of us, myself included, for 50 years, always saw it as a penalty system. But if you're paying attention, you can actually use it to get rich, right? Talking about starting a small business. And one of the things that you and I've talked a lot about, and I think a lot of One Rental at a Time fans have done, is vending machines, right? Vending machines could be looked up as capital equipment. So again, you could technically go out, get a batch of 10 that, I don't know, whatever that costs, 80 grand or whatever it is. And then, you can get a loan. So maybe you bring 16 grand to table, but in this environment, you're going to write off the whole 80 grand in my example. Now I have no idea if those price points are right, but the idea is there's a lot of folks in One Rental at a Time that have looked at vending as the appetizer to kind of building that side hustle because maybe they have a demanding full-time job. This big, beautiful bill makes that even more interesting because they could write it all off against
Yeah.
their income. And again, if you're, again, check with your accountant, but if you're a 500K W-2 person and this big, beautiful bill allows you to take this and then write it off against your ordinary income, that's pretty cool. Now, again, check with your CPA. I am not a CPA, but that's what the big, beautiful bill is trying to incent. It's investments.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big beautiful bill could definitely, with the healthcare and stuff, it's going to not be very advantageous. But we as entrepreneurs must pay attention to the upside of anything, right? Because that's how we're going to survive and thrive going forward, is through understanding all these advantages that we can take advantage of if we're paying attention. So that's why, just I'll plug the Real Estate and Business Expo, July 19th. You can get your ticket by going to onerentalmeeting.com. But we're going to have Tom Wheelwright there, CPA. So you might be able to get some good questions in. I'm sure he's going to dive into what's going on and how we might be able to take advantage of these things. We're going to have guys there that are talking about boutique motels and midterm rentals. Boutique motels are great because it's even if you're not a real estate professional, it's an active business. So there's a lot of tax incentives for running those types of businesses, and you can couple that with SBA financing. Let me go back on one thing. So let's just say 100% bonus depreciation comes in. Let's say you're like, hey, I'm getting crushed in taxes. I'm going to go do 20 machines, vending machines. It's $200,000, right? And you got 100% bonus depreciation, and you're able to leverage and get SBA financing up to 90%, let's say, and you're able to write in working capital in your loan. And instead of you putting down 20 grand, you do put the 20 grand down, but you get 20 grand in working capital. So effectively you have zero out of pocket, and then you get your child to run the business for you. And then you teach him the value of a dollar. And he or she gets real world experience, and which is probably a better education than they can get in any educational curriculum out there. So I think there's a lot of opportunities. You might not want to actually fill the machines and go to Costco, but can you hire a gig worker? There's a lot of businesses that have really good tax write-offs. Laundromats, for example. We have Jordan Berry coming to the expo. Jordan's laundromat guy, right? Laundromat. If you're doing one from start, you're buying $500,000 or $600,000 of equipment. That's all bonus depreciation, Section 179. Plus, you can own the real estate, and we can do a loan to own the real estate and build out the facility. So there's a lot out there. That's why everybody got, like, when everybody would talk about burring and house hacking, there's really a whole element on the SBA loan side that you can do the same thing, and even in a bigger way. So I'm really trying to educate people on like the advantages of the SBA program. Because it really can, I think it could be the game changer in your life if you can take advantage of getting into a business.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love the fact that we're doing the meeting again on July 19th. Go to onerentalmeeting.com, get your ticket. It is free, going to be potentially life-changing for folks. Get a plan B. We heard the other day from Salesforce, Mark Benioff, that 40% of the work done at Salesforce is being done by AI. We heard from Amazon that they now have they've deployed their millionth robot. And obviously this morning, Microsoft announced another 6,000 layoffs, folks. It is getting real out there. Make sure you are at least thinking about a plan B, starting a business, service business, vending business. Just think about what is possible. And then again, if you have the ability to take advantage of the tax code, which allows you to save more money on the bottom line, might as well show up. It's free. It's online, onerentalmeeting.com. Bo, closing thoughts. Wrap it up.
Yeah, just come one, come all. Come to the event. You're going to learn some new things, and it's going to motivate you to take action in one way or the other. There's something out there for you. Get out there. Let's do it. And this is probably, the last time we're going to do this for free, because it's a lot of time that I've taken to put this together and orchestrate. So come out. I really want to help 1 million people become business owners over the next 10 years. I want you to be one of those 1 million people. And so I think this is a great opportunity to put your feet in the water and take your first step, or take your second or third step, depending on where you're at with your business.
OneRentalMeeting.com, July 19th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Be there or be square. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.